The Coles County Animal Shelter has many different kinds of dogs and cats waiting to go home with their new owner. But Animal Shelter Assistant Manager Jason Wallace says there's been issues with students adopting pets, so the shelter is making some changes to their application.
If you are a college student, you are required to have something from the landlord. We also need your parents' information with their phone number so that when you're done with schooling and you go home, that it's okay with your parents.
And that's why the shelter is calling parents. College student Rachel Pappas says she understands why there's a new rule on the application, but doesn't think it should be a requirement.
I see to an extent that could be helpful because sometimes, the dogs do come home over the summer back to the homes of the students, but I don't really agree with it.
And Pappas says that includes figuring out if you have the time to keep and care for the pet. Wallace says he's happy to go over student schedules to make sure the animal will be taken care of.
Look over the application and we'll be like, okay, so you live in an apartment, where do you plan on keeping this dog? How long is your classes or your work? That type of thing. We try to go over that with them.
Wallace says it's important to know the responsibilities of taking care of a pet so they don't end up back in the shelter.
I've had where students have adopted, they get them home. Either they don't have enough time for them or they adopted, a lot of it is researching the breed of dog that you're looking to adopt.
Wallace says in the end, the new rule has helped the shelter decide who should and shouldn't be adopting.
A lot of parents are truthful. Oh, my kid has to have no business taking care of anything else. He can barely take care of himself.